Hello everyone, and welcome back to the PokeETF channel, where we combine Pokemon and data analytics together to keep track of our precious collection. And in today's video, PokeETF was able to prove ChatGPT wrong. Even ChatGPT is wrong about this simple fact about Scarlet and Violet. And so this is why it's so important to have your own data, to do your own data analysis, because even the AI is wrong about this. And so before we get into the video, please hit that like button because it goes a long way in supporting the only channel that I really feel that really does data like this in terms of Pokemon cards, and subscribe to the channel so that you're always up to date on hidden insights, so that you're always the first to know about these, because a lot of things that I see every day when I'm doing my videos and data analysis are hidden insight that no one knows. And comment below throughout the video on what you think about what I'm doing in terms of proving ChatGPT wrong about this fact. And so an overview about Scarlet and Violet era. It started base set March 31st, 2023. Paldea Evolved June 9, 2023. Obsidian Flame August 11, 2023. Then the first special set Scarlet Violet 151 September 22nd, 2023. Then Paradox Rift featuring ancient and future Pokemon on November 3rd, 2023. Then the second special set January 26, 2024, then Temporal Forces, March 22nd, 2024, and lastly, the latest release set, Twilight Masquerade, May 24, 2024. And so we have a total of 8 sets in the Scarlet and Violet era. And so I asked ChatGPT this question: what is the most representative Pokemon generation in the Scarlet and Violet era of Pokemon sets? And so this is their answer. In the context of the Pokemon trading card game, the Scarlet and Violet era refers to sets released during that period tied to the Scarlet and Violet video games, of course. This era introduced a lot of new themes, mechanics, and Pokemon from the Paldea region, of course. However, the most representative generation in this era would be Generation 9, as it directly corresponds to the Pokemon introduced in the Scarlet and Violet game. Notice it would be. And so even ChatGPT is not really definitive on this, and so we will use data to prove ChatGPT wrong, that even we have data, even PokeETF using data to prove ChatGPT wrong. And so looking at each set and by generation, number of Pokemon represented in each set, generation 1 is blue, generation 2 is orange, generation 3 is red, teal, generation 4, green is generation 5, yellow is generation 6, purple is generation 7, pink is generation 8, and lastly generation 9 is the Paldea region Pokemon species. And so first set, Scarlet and Violet base set, represented around 56 Pokemon from the Gen 9 era. And so that's representing around 41%. And so you can see the next set, Paldea Evolved, 58 Pokemon from the Gen 9 era, representing around 40%. And then the next is Obsidian Flame. We call this a Charizard set, and only 30 Pokemon represented Generation 9 in the Paldea region, representing 18%. And so it's very diverse across all generations, but what I want to put your focus to is the blue. Of course, Generation 1, and I think all of you, if you know it, you know it. And so next is the special set. All 151 Pokemon from the Generation 1 is represented in this set 100%, which is interesting. They call it Scarlet and Violet 151, even though it has nothing to do with Scarlet and Violet. It has nothing to do with Generation 9. It has nothing to do with Paldea region. Of course, this set is definitely catered to nostalgia, to Kanto region, to Generation 1 players and collectors and investors like us. And so then next is Paradox Rift, 45 cards represented in Generation 9, representing around 31%. Paldean Face, 67 cards represented Generation 9, and there's 38 cards represented Generation 1. Again, I love using data. I don't think any channel, no one, whatever apps, whatever website, no one does data like this. This is why I love getting my own data. And then next is Temporal Forces, 29 cards, 29 Pokemon represented Generation 9, 13 represented Generation 1. Then Twilight Masquerade, wow, look at that, 27 represented Generation 9, and 24 represented Generation 1, representing an 18%, and 21% are Generation 9. Very equal, very diverse, very like the Obsidian Flame. But look at that. 22% of all of the Pokemon featured in the Scarlet and Violet set era are Generation 1. Generation 1 is the most representative in Scarlet and Violet era, and 17% are Generation 9. I mean, again, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but this is why the power of data. I love doing this. This is my job, and this is my passion, and combining it with Pokemon, oh my god, it's like double whammy. So hopefully you guys love this. Hopefully you join me as I really take forth doing a lot of different things with data that no one ever does. And so then looking at the top 20 most expensive Pokemon cards in the Scarlet and Violet era, we have the Greninja number 2014 from Twilight Masquerade, but that's the most newest set, and so I can pretty much disregard that. Yes, it's holding strong. Yes, it's well deserved. But top two is the Magic card from the Paldea Evolve. Is around $125. Then top three is a Charizard EX number 119 from the Scarlet and Violet 151 special set, coming around $100. And another Charizard card. Again, Pokemon Company knows that they probably have more data than me. They probably really purposely sprinkle all these Gen 1 Pokemon in different sets because they know it will sell, and this is not coincident that Gen 1 cards are the most expensive. And so Charizard EX number 234 from the Paldean Face special set, sitting around $100. Then Mew EX, another Paldean Face Mew, again popular Pokemon, sitting around $85. Then Blastoise EX number 200 from the Scarlet and Violet 151 special set, top 13. So notice most of this is from the special set because this is really where Pokemon Company really cater to Gen 1 fans because they know it will sell. Again, I also love Gen 2. I wouldn't mind having the Pokemon Company do a special set just focusing on Gen 2. Imagine Tyranitar, imagine Celebi, imagine Entei. Oh my god, like Gen 2 would be off the roof. But again, Pokemon Company still go to Gen 1. I mean, again, money speaks to itself, value speaks to itself, and this is really clear that Gen 1 is really valuable. Then Charizard EX from the Obsidian Flame, a Charizard set. Every era, there's always that Charizard set. We're sitting around $45. Then Venusaur EX number 198, another one from the Scarlet and Violet 151 special set, sitting around $42, top 17 card. Then top 18 card, the Raichu number 211 from the Paldea Evolve. I mean, again, they just sprinkle these Gen 1 cards around these set, around these era, and then the special set is usually really heavily focused on Gen 1 Pokemon. Then Eevee number 118 from the Twilight Masquerade, sitting around $42, top 19 card. And so again, top 20 card, 50% of the top 20 expensive Pokemon cards in the Scarlet and Violet era is Gen 1. Look how many Browns are there. Brown is a Gen 9. There are 5 Browns, which is 20% compared to the 50%. I mean, yes, I mean, this is a Scarlet and Violet era, but Pokemon Company knows what sells. And so again, ChatGPT, I think you're wrong. It's not Generation 9 is the most representative generation in this era. It's actually Gen 1. And again, this is why using data, the power of data. I mean, no one really does data like this. This is so beautiful. I love doing this every day. Every day I always discover something new. It's so unfortunate that I just don't have time to bust out videos every day. Every day will be a different insight that no one ever know. I mean, even ChatGPT didn't know about this, that Generation 1 is the most representative generation in the Scarlet and Violet era. Again, power of data. I love data. This is my passion. I love Pokemon as well. So combining both together, it's just a double whammy. And so even ChatGPT is wrong. Scarlet and Violet is secretly a Gen 1 era. And so with that, please hit that like button because it goes a long way in supporting the only channel that really does things like this. And subscribe to the channel so that you're always first to know about these hidden insight and different price update and trends. And comment below on what you think. And so with that, go forth and collect them all.